Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Barnes. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll run it again. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's hard to stop there. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the...
Fires the pass, intercepted. And it's on the ground. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Temple lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Extending the play. Throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Oh, just left him flailing. He's loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7-0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Running to the left. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cuse. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception, and everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Tempo, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Temple offense will take over 1st and 10.
Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The back goes in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that pass picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Syracuse 14, Temple 0.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He's going to pass. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owl.
After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Orange. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. Smashes ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They're bringing heat. Complete to the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Now on second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get to him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Off play action. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That's reeled in. It's Barnes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. On third down, going up top. Looking to scramble. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 12 over LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going up top on first down. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Temple.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. He lost one down the sideline. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Syracuse 35, Temple 21.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Handoff to the single running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Just keeps moving. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you've got a good plan running out of the locker room. And to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Looking to throw on second down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Touchdown, Owls! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First time we've seen... Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't get guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Just buried it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Orange. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Takes over and the offense will return to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
This time it's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Temple! And here they come, almost all the way back. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. Looking to throw. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast. Sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
To the ground with the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Leaves it with the running back. Running with power.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They go right back to him. At the 45, on his way. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The give. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Give to the running back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
34.
No shot at a return. It's... and it'll be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. What a snag by the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense set on first down. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Let's see what they've got on second down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know